What?
Let's begin the prayers. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Jnanatirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Vena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam karoti vācāram mukam brahmeti yatra Shri Guru Paramananda Mahaprabhu Shri Chaitanya Ishvara. So we're discussing from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and today's topic is called as the lost wealth. And we dedicate this presentation to A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. So day before yesterday, on Friday night, I came back from Vrindavan. For 1 week I was in Vrindavan. It was a very, very blissful time there. अगर आप लोग यहाँ नहीं होते तो फिर हम नहीं आते वापस. Only because of people like you all we have to come back. Such a wonderful place, Sri Vrindavan Dham. Lakhs of people have come from all over the world only because of this one personality, Srila Prabhupada. Glories of Vrindavan, message of Gita was all there only in India. Prabhupada took it out. And now, foreigners, when it comes to Indians, still they think, yeah, abhi jaye, baad mein jaye. But when it comes to foreigners, full year they plan. They save money for their flight ticket. And then they fly to Delhi, from there to Vrindavan. They stay there for 1 month. 1 month. And then they go back. See? This is the miracle of Srila Prabhupada. I was sharing this yesterday evening also. Mangalarti there happens at 4:10 morning, 4:10 a.m. And I would try my best to reach by 4. At 4 itself, the entire temple was overflooded with people. Overflooded. So many foreigners. Some people are white skinned, some people are dark, some people are brown, some people have eyes like this. Huh? And I was thinking how great our Prabhupada is, that how he did this miracle, where he distributed the Mahamantra to everyone, and all of them they were attracted to Sri Vrindavan Dham. the message of Gita. Today's topic will actually help us to realize, ideally we Indians are supposed to be at a higher, what to say, upper head as compared to others. But what is that has put us down? What was the wealth that we had? Where did it go? And what we can do to get it back is what is the discussion that we're going to have now. Let's begin with the glories of Vedic scriptures. Please repeat. Sarvasya chaham pradhisannivishto matta smritirjnanam apohanam cha Vedaisha sarvairhameva vidyo Vedanta krit vedavid eva chaham Someone read the translation loudly. Miss Mataji.
I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me comes remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. By all the Vedas, I am to be known indeed. I am the compiler of Vedanta, and I am the knower of the Vedas.
So here Krishna is saying, Vedesha sarve rahameva vedyo Vedanta krit. Krishna is saying that he is the one who has penned down the Vedic scriptures. When someone asks us, Kisne likha? Who has written? Krishna is saying, मैंने लिखा. I have written. अब इसके आगे कोई और कुछ बोल सकता है. Who can say anything beyond this now? He is very clear. I have written. So Krishna, in the form of Veda Vyas or Vyasadeva, he wrote all the Vedic scriptures. Now let's see some of the treasure that we had in the Vedic culture from the Vedic scriptures. Let's begin with some material departments of this world. Surgery. Now in Rig Veda, a lot of things is given about surgery. A personality called Sushruta, he at that time, this was 800 BC, in the kingdom of Kashi he was staying, 800 BC. At that time, he wrote a book, and in that he mentions about medicine, plastic surgery, cataract, gynecology, etc. 800 BC. And he did all that and he showed also how to do the surgery. Ayurveda. I did not speak about this. Ayurveda is a part of Atharva Veda. And Ayurveda is now something that everyone look forward for. Yes. I was in Vrindavan with in the house of allopathy doctors, and when I fell ill, so they were recommending me Ayurvedic medicines. Mathematics. Appendix section of Atharva Veda talks about mathematics. Appendix, not the main content. Appendix. It talks about mathematics. Like in 6th century, Aryabhatta gave all this. 0, unknown value x, value of pi, etc. And then when it comes to 7th century, Brahmagupta gave square roots, cube roots, finite interpolation, all this what we have studied with some foreign author's name. This is all given by these personalities. Brahmagupta. Who gave Pascal's triangle? All the coders sitting here. Pascal's triangle who gave? You will say Pascal. Yes, that's the answer. Varaha Mihira was the one who gave in 6th century. And after that, Pascal comes. Who gave Pythagoras theorem? Very intelligent. So Pythagoras, he gave this theorem in 570 BC. Okay? And uske pehle, 800 BC, uske pehle, Baudhayan gave the same theorem. But then see, when it comes to us as Indians, we don't file patent and all that. We just distribute knowledge. But these foreigners are very intelligent. They'll file patent of the naam folk with us. Yes, I give it. Fibonacci series, who gave it? Don't say Fibonacci. Huh? Fibonacci in 2002, 1202, that particular year he gave this series. But Hemachandra was that person who gave it in the year 1150. So kahan 1202, kahan 1150. You see the difference? One of the very famous mathematician, he says, an equation for me has no meaning unless it expresses a thought of God. These were our great personalities in the past. When it comes to physics, again, Rig Veda gives most of it. Whatever we know, whatever we have been studying, most of it. Like, for example, theory of atom. A person called Maharshi Kannad gave. And then quantum physics, Satyendra Bose gave. Gravitational theory, who gave? And Newton gave. Only when apple fell on his head, he realized, oh, everything falls down. Yes? So gravitational theory was given by Brahmagupta much before Newton. Much before. And it's so wonderful in Rig Veda, the entire structure of solar system, eclipse, how it happens. All the diagram is given. 5,000 years back, all this is given in the Rig Veda. There's something called as Vimana Shastra. Even the current aerospace engineers, they refer to some extent. See the different types of airplanes available at that time. I'm talking about 5,000 years back, all this is given in the Shastra. Some urta na, by the way. Everything would fly. Vimana Shastra. Yogasanas. Krishna is speaking about Yogasanas in Bhagavad Gita in Ashtanga Yoga section 6 chapter. Again, 5,000 years back on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. What about astrology and Vastu Shastra? Vastu is part of Yajurveda and it talks about the subtle flow of energy in the house. So if the energies are properly flowing in the house, so naturally the house is peaceful. When I say house is peaceful, it means people in the house are peaceful. And similarly, when it comes to astrology, you see during that COVID time, old videos were getting forwarded again and again. And those old videos, maybe some good number of years back, some astrologers had predicted this year so and so thing is going to happen. And those old videos are getting circulated at that time. And what about the ancient Indian architecture? So beautiful. So beautiful. Here is a small video. So you can see the structure. Obviously, it's many of it is broken. So they had these floating pillars also. And if you remove the floating pillar, the entire thing will collapse. What sign they had at that time? You can just think without crane, how they would lift these all big stones to different place, and how would that single stone monolithic carving will take place? Very difficult. Sometimes in the middle of the water body, They have constructed various things. By the way, my father is a civil engineer, so I can say when it comes to current modern structures, they collapse. And these structures, thousands of years back, they have been standing straight with no problem. Tell me, they were advanced or we are advanced? Just think about this. Just think about this. And when it comes to this, the first university of the entire world was this, Takshashila and Nalanda University. This was second, third century I'm talking about. When the university was put on fire, fire lasted more than 3 months to burn all the books which were there. 3 months. Now you can imagine how huge the treasure that was there with us. People from all over the world would come to study here. And now from here we go out. You see the difference. You see what has happened. And you see the structures. So this is from Hampi. So when I was there in Hampi, so I asked, what are these structures for? And it was told that these structures were for marketplace. And in the basket, they would sell gold, silver, rubies, diamonds, etc. And who would come to trade? People from Gulf countries would come to trade. And what is the proof? The temples at that time, there was one temple called Vittal Rukmini temple. Obviously, there are no deities. It's just an archaeological artifact kept now. Below part of the temple, there are many carvings which are there of human beings. And if you see the closely observe, you'll be able to understand that they are from Gulf countries. They have particular type of attire. So in this way, all these different things were there. But where has it gone? This is all material things I just spoke. Even when it comes to education. When it comes to education of the past, it was Gurukul system. And what Guru would do is he would analyze what is the nature of the child. And then accordingly he would train. Some kids would be trained as Brahmanas, some as administrative officers like Kshatriyas, some as business people, etc. You see? Not everyone with Johnny Johnny, yes Papa, etc. They all had their own training. And the best part is they were made self-sufficient by the Guru. That was the training that was given. And when it comes to the lifestyle and value of relationships, oh, they would value so much. So much. It feels very bad currently. When it comes to relationships, it's not valued so much. Yes? Yesterday I was giving class to youth boys, all unmarried boys, the things I was saying. Love at first sight and divorce at first fight. That's what is going on now. Very unfortunate. Very pathetic situation. Spiritual practices were day-to-day business. There was no need of any separate Gita course class. It was there in everyday life, it was there. And crimes were no, not so many crimes like we have today. So the question comes, where all this wealth has gone? So let's see one by one where it has gone. First is this. What did Islamic invaders do? Yes, can I have some temple destruction? Right? Why did they destroy temples? Hmm? Okay, all these wealth was there in the temple.
They wanted to convert it to their
Can you switch off this fan? What was that?
they wanted to follow their own beliefs, other people.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, destroy our culture and heritage. Yes. See, what they were thinking is when they came to India, they were saying that every single Indian is self-sufficient. They're all on their own feet. They were not depending on anyone. And what they were able to see is morning and evening, everyone congregate in the temple. And this was very clear that maybe these people are getting strength from the structures called temple. So if the structures are broken, then they lose all their strength. So this was the thought process, and they would come to invade the place. But they were not understanding that it was not just a structure, it was something else which that was there. And they looted India like anything. You look at these different things given. So Nagarkoti, Muhammad Ghazni, he did this loot. Just see the what to say numbers: 7 lakhs golden dinars, 18 crore basically. 28 kilos of gold and silver plates, 8 kilos of pure gold, 80 kilos of silver, 800 kilos of various jewels including pearls, etc. And these were the places where they would go loot. Again, after a few months, they'll come and loot. And they'll get the same amount again. Same. In fact, sometimes more. You see Mathura. So they had got all these different things. Look at this last line. They had got one idol, and that was 456 kg of pure gold. And in Somnath, 2 crores dirhams of gold, silver, and gems from the temple. And look at this. They give 2,400 kilos of gold, 4,000 kilos of silver, 28 kilos of pearls, 8 kilos of precious stones. कपड़ा भी नहीं छोड़ते थे देखिए कपड़ा भी चोरी करते थे 4,000 pieces of silk. Literally they would come and loot. See, there are some things which are not very openly spoken. Recently we were in Sri Lanka. We are all mentors and seniors of this place. We have gone to Sri Lanka. So this was in the year 1323. So there was a personality whose name was Tag Tilak ul Khan. So he wanted to go and loot the place. But due to some reason, he was not able to. And see, Sri Rangam is a place of festival. So that was a day when around 12,000 devotees of Lord Ranganath were assembled in that place. You know what this Islamic invader did? He, out of fit of rage that he's not able to do anything there, he killed all the 12,000 devotees. These things are not openly discussed. These things have been done, but they were very, very, what to say, unintelligent. They were not very clear what is the root of Indians. What is that is making them strong from within? Because every single person, every single Indian was so strong within. There was no question of depression, there was no question of suicidal thoughts. They were so strong that they could bring in that confidence in others also, whoever they meet. But these people, they felt only superficially or they wanted to destroy things. But after that came very, very intelligent people. Who were they? They were very intelligent. Tell me, what did they do? Okay, that was still on the gross platform, divide and rule.
Education system.
What is that? Education system. This is what they changed. They employ Indologists. Indologists are the ones who will study the language, they'll master the language, and they'll give misinterpretation of that language. Not the actual Indologists, but these Indologists were doing that. Look at these different personalities. Maybe you all can read. I've got throat this one. Probably someone read.
Established Scottish College in Kolkata, headquarters for campaign against Sanatan Dharma.
So Alexander Taub read this. Then came William Jones.
Master in 16 languages. My mission is to undermine people's faith in authorities of Vedas.
Vedas.
Maybe you can use this mic. You will sit. That's better. Okay, H.H. Wilson. You read it.
Despite British government to award several thousand pounds for best reputation against Sanatan Dharma.
So they were giving award If you come up with best refutation against Sanatan Dharma, you'll be given an award. Max Muller.
Max Muller, he studied and became scholar in Sanskrit to give wrong interpretation of Vedic texts.
See, they mastered Sanskrit language. Mastered, foreigners, huh? They mastered to give wrong interpretation. There's a nice letter which Lord Macaulay is writing to the British Parliament. This is 2nd February 1835. Read this.
I have traveled across the length and breadth of India, and I have not seen one person who is better, who is thief. Such wealth I have seen in this country, such high moral values, people of such caliber, that I do not think we would ever conquer this country.
See, they were clear. We cannot conquer these Indians. They're very strong. They're very strong. But Britishers were very intelligent to find the backbone of the country. And he writes,
Unless we break the very backbone of this nation, which is a spiritual and cultural heritage, and therefore I propose that we replace her old and ancient education system, her culture, for if the Indian thinks that all that is foreign and English is good and greater than their own, they will lose their self-esteem, their native culture, and they will become what we want, them a truly dominated nations.
see, they wanted to break the backbone. And backbone of India is spiritual culture. And see, that is what is missing currently. This is what is missing currently. And therefore, Macaulay changed the education system. And he made various different statements.
He said Indian languages contain neither literary or scientific information. Indians are poor and rude. They should be enriched by our help. A single shelf of European library is more than all the Indian literatures put together.
So now this one nice fact. The ancient literature for the Westerners is called as Odyssey. And it has got some 27,000 lines. That's ancient Western literature. And when it comes to Mahabharata, how many lines Mahabharata has? Any idea? 2 lakh. 2 lakh. And here, 27,000. And see, look at this person, what he is saying. Single shelf of European library is more than all Indian literatures put together. This was their arrogance.
All historical Vedic texts put together has less knowledge than that of primary school of England.
See, these are the offensive statements that he made.
All the works of Sanskrit in Vedas is just a fiction of imagination.
This was his contribution. He put all the Sanskrit text under one heading called imagination. And even today, when we educated people meet together, what do we call Mahabharata and Ramayana as? Huh? Mythology. Yes? What do you mean by mythology? Myth. Myth means? Myth means false. That which has never happened. Oh. Kya baat. See? So what the Britishers do is, very, very nicely, they programmed everyone. Now see, all of us sitting here, we know very well, Mahabharata and Ramayana are historical facts. But still while talking, how is it that we use this word mythology? Just think about it. Unknowingly, subconsciously, we use this word mythology or mythology. This is the programming that is done. This is the programming that is done by the Britishers. And this was a very, very important thing that Lord Macaulay did.
We must educate Indians in English so that we create a class of people who are Indian in blood, in color, but English in taste, opinions, morals, in intellect. For this class, we will upgrade the dialects to the Western nomenclature.
Wow. See? So now, when it comes to us, we are just Indians in blood. That's it. Everything else, at least when it comes to you all, it's still better. But now the next generation that is there, I think, वो बोलते हैं ना कि अंग्रेज चले गए और इनको छोड़ गए. That is the category now that is coming up. You see, even when it comes to us, our opinions, our morals, taste, all that has changed to a very, very great extent. As of now, we are just Indians only in complexion. Attire, or attires have changed. No offense, but just a question. Britishers introduced jeans pant. Yes? Who were given jeans pant to wear?
Mine workers.
Huh?
Mine workers.
Mine workers. Why so?
Durability.
Rough and tough, durability so that it doesn't tear fast. Now look at us, Indians. We purchase torn jeans, paying extra money. Wow. This is called stupidity, you see. Anyways, I have also worn all that during my college days. But I'm just saying that look at the programming that they have done. Now people like all this. Like all this. Yeah. Even when it comes to females, they like the Western attire. They don't like Indian attire anymore. Many of them. Many of them. Naturally, वो हमें लेबर बना के गए. Jeans पहना दिए, बोले you are labor. And you all should get off on Labour's Day. You see? So, attitude. Everything Western is good. This is the attitude that has come. जो भी Western है सब बस मस्त है. Everything is good. Western is good. Festivals. You see nowadays, Indian festivals, they are not so trendy. When it comes to Deepavali, Holi, etc. They are not celebrated with that great form with the modern Gen Z crowd. Yes? Even for that matter, even the current generation also, I mean the ones who are sitting in front of me, the entire face of festival has changed. Okay, simple question. Just now we celebrate Deepavali. Why we celebrate Deepavali? What is the mood of celebrating Deepavali? Why is it that we have to wear new clothes? We wear new clothes, we prepare sweets. What? What is that?
The starting of the new year.
The starting of the new year, okay.
Otherwise, religion wise, Rama came.
Okay, Lord Ram came.
Ancestors were going back.
Okay, okay,
Things were getting over.
okay. Yes, some ladies are speaking.
Lord Rama came back
Okay, Lord Ram came back.
and gave me one culture.
Yes. See, the entire mood of Deepavali, which has been prevalent in India, is my Lord is coming back. So the mood of Ayodhya is, as soon as they got to know, they took bath early in the morning. It was. They took bath. They wore the best of the best clothes. They decorated the entire house, entire street, just to welcome Lord Ram back into their hearts of Ayodhya. That's the mood. अभी लॉर्ड राम को बाजू में रखो, अपना पटाखा फोड़ो, लड्डू खाओ, fashionable कपड़े पहनो. You see? So the entire phase of festival has changed. This is still okay with some festivity is there, some tradition is there of Rangoli and Deep, etc. But now the new Western festivals which have come up, name some festivals.
Halloween. Halloween.
Halloween, you see? I was talking about this festivals, and someone said Halloween, and one boy immediately started speaking. Small boy was sitting in front in Sarjapur Center. This was last year. Actually, my teacher said, that's how he started, that all the demons are underground. If we dress like demons, then they will not harm us. Therefore, we should dress like demons. My God, look at this. Now I don't know if you feel the alarming situation. At least I feel that when I'm studying Shastra, when I see a huge difference between the Vedic culture and the degraded modern culture, huge difference. And literally, all these kids, see, already we are demons from within. Outside also, you dress like demon. Just think about this. This is a fact. Just think about it. Where is Valentine's Day coming from? My God. Such a waste of time, I tell you. Huh? What about New Year? Now, 31st, first is not our New Year. Yes? And still, now the entire thing is what? Since Westerners are doing, we should also. 31st night, I have to drink alcohol like anything, full night vomit, Next day morning you get up. Morning is the afternoon you get up and then in a sleepy mood you open and happy new year. And you also reply happy new year. अरे तू सोया है तेरा न्यू ईयर हैप्पी कैसे होगा? You're sleeping till 12. How your new year will be happy? Stupid fellow. Just think about it. And birthdays, ये कहाँ से आया ऐसे केक रख के कैंडल रखना है उसपे दिया लगाओ कि दिया को बुझाओ. Just think about it again. When it comes to us in the Vedic culture in Sanatana Dharma, we lit lamp as a sign of auspiciousness. And there's a lot of significance of it. I'll not get into that. During our college days, when I was in college, I'm sure maybe men might have experienced, but I don't know about females. So birthday means birthday bumps. ऐसे उसको पकड़ते थे, दो लोग हाथ पकड़ते थे और पैर वुडलैंड का शूज पहन के धमा धम धमा धम. They beat him like anything. It was almost like saying, "Why did you take birth?" Again, my question is the same. That how just see how our festivals have changed. Aspiration. Now, many youngsters' their aspiration is, I want to fly abroad. मुझे इंडिया में नहीं रहना. I want to fly abroad. Food. What is the favorite food of the kids? Huh? Burger, pizza, see, pasta. My God, see what is happening. Lifestyle. People like to remain awake at night. Nocturnal lifestyle. So in this way, as of now, we have just remained Indians in complexion. But internally, we have been thoroughly programmed from top to bottom. This is what I would say. And no one sitting here can deny this fact because everyone is experiencing the same. But what Mughals couldn't do for good 600 years, what Britishers couldn't do for good 300, 400 years, media has done for last 50 years. Successful. I don't know what they get, but surely they get something. And they are the prime source of destruction of spiritual culture as of now. Some examples. There's a very famous serial that was going on. I don't know if it is still going on. Still going on? Stopped? So now, see what this media has done is, all these TV serials, they have made our worshipable deities as jokers. And they are the ones who change the facts and figures from the scriptures just to increase their TRP. They'll put some masala in there. Now, for example, from this serial, I would like to make some points. At the age of 16, by the way, Krishna left Vrindavan by the age of 11. Okay? I'm telling you from Bhagavatam 10th canto. In this, he's still 16. He's already 16 and still he's in Vrindavan. I don't know what this Krishna is doing in Vrindavan. And another very, very important thing. 24 years old man is playing the role of a 9-year-old personality. Now, don't you think that there will be a difference in the body language of the person? Yes. You know, when a girl is there besides, naturally a 24-year-old person will have a different body language. Now, when such things are portrayed, just imagine what will be the impression for the modern youth. Just think about it. Okay, I'm sure you will have basic knowledge from Krishna Lila. Who would send the demons to Vrindavan? Kans. To kill whom? But this serial shows Kans, demons were coming to kill Srimati Radharani. And then Krishna will come flying and he'll come and save the heroine and the entire romantic scene. Just think about that. See how the details are changed just to put some masala and increase the TRP. And the entire thing what is happening is our worshipable deities become jokers. And it's very funny, Srimati Radharani never met Rukmini. And in this serial, Srimati Radharani is teaching Rukmini how to cook kheer. Very nice. You see? Very nice. And here is a very famous, I don't know what you call it as, website or you call it as. It's pretty famous in the youth crowd, where all the news is there, and people refer to this as Bible. This is their main thing. So read this.
Durga Puja is the most controversial racial festival where a fair-skinned, beautiful goddess Durga is depicted brutally killing a dark-skinned native called Mahishasur. Mahishasur, a brave, self-respecting leader, was taken into marriage by the Aryans. They hired a sex worker called Durga who enticed Mahishasur into marriage and killed him after 9 nights of honeymooning during sleep.
Can you imagine? These are the things which are getting circulated. Literally, our worshipable deities have been made as jokers. You see such horrible words which are used here. There's a huge thing that was going. This 2016 news I'm speaking about. There's a huge debate that was going on TV. And many things were going on, and these were the things which were getting circulated. Tell me, why will the modern youth take up to spirituality when our worshipable deities have been made as jokers? And then we have many movies. You see, this PK. There was another. I've not seen this movie. This clip was given to me. I think you can keep the mic. It's a speaker here. Projector, projector. I think behind. Just check.
ये खत्म हो गई है का थोड़ी देर पहले सिंदूर आ गया क्या क्या मतलब वो तो नया बैटरी लगा दो किधर लगता है करो अरे भैया ऐसे बैटरी बैटरी नहीं पड़ती तो काम कर नहीं कर मैंने पिक्चर डिबक किया अरे तो डिबकी किस में बनाते भाई हम ये भगवान को आप बनाया जी हाँ अपने हाथों से आप भगवान को बनाया कि भगवान आप यार भगवान ने हम सबको बनाया है हमने तो सिर्फ इनकी मूर्तियां बनाई है काय बना हो तो उनकी मूर्त ताकि उनकी पूजा कर सके अपने सुख की बातें कर सके कभी भीतर डिजाइन में बिठेगा भगवान का बात पूछे कैसे अरे भगवान को किसी ट्रांसमीटर की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती वो डायरेक्ट सुन लेता है डायरेक्टली सुनत है तो फिर इन मूर्त की क्या जरूरत है ये क्या करूं इसका यार धंधा बंद करवाएगा क्या
See, very nicely, very subtly, the faith on Archa Vigraha Seva, deity worship, is nicely hampered here. Very nicely. Firstly, this person who is acting, he is not from our faith. And see the way he's holding the deity, see how the way he's shaking it, and see the way the both are having discussion. And now, when even the current, I've seen when this was, I think I was still doing my engineering or MTech. During that time, these movies were getting released, and I was at that time itself I was serving as a e-counselor. I was getting a lot of mails on these movies. Probably ऐसे कहा गया है, what is it? Is it true? And many people they changed their mind at that time. They changed. Yes, this is the truth. This is the truth. This is all bogus. Deity worship is bogus. Why to have Murti Seva? You see? In this way, मतलब देखने में अच्छा लगता है. It is like some humor, some joke. People laugh also, pay money, clap hands, come back. But इसमें there's a programming that is happening which we also don't know. And when do you get to know? When you're reading Shastra, and when it is said one of the important spiritual practices is Murti Seva or deity worship, then suddenly this brainwashing that is done will come into picture. Then you will not have faith in doing it anymore. You see? Another movie before that, this movie I had to see it again.
मैंने बोला ठीक है ये भी करके देख लेते तो बिलाट में पहुंच गया मंडे को दूध का लोटा ये लंबी लाइन लगी सब के सब हाथ में लोटा पकड़ के खड़े हुए मैंने सोचा अंदर जरूर कोई दूध देने वाला होगा वरना ये सब तरह गधे थोड़ी है जैसा लोटा पकड़ के लाइन में खड़े मेरा नंबर है मैं अंदर गया अंदर कोई नहीं था दूध के नाम कोई बीच में वो काला पत्थर पड़ा हुआ उसे शिवलिंग कहते हैं हाँ शिवलिंग पड़ा हुआ और वो पत्थर दूध
Now in this I had stopped watching movies at that time. But so many mails I was getting, so I watched this movie in fast forward mode to see what is the content. Firstly, all the saintly people, they were depicted as jokers. And here we have some very nice hero who is trying to get some justice for something. Now, see, he's talking about there are few more dialogues which he says that there's so much of money that is wasted putting will, etc. See, there is only few questions. Even many people they have got this mindset now after all these different movies which have come. Why to waste milk? Why to waste oil? Yes, why to waste flowers, fruits? Same money, let's use it for feeding poor people. This is the entire message that is given. There's so many poor people lying out there, let's distribute it to them. Simple question for everyone. Where are these poor people when you're going to bar and drinking alcohol? Where are these poor people when you're wasting money on the New Year party? Where are these poor people when you're wasting so much of food? Forget about all that. Where are these poor people when you're spending so much of money to watch this movie? Forget about that also. Where are those poor people? Are they dead when you're making this movie itself with 300 crore money? If you use the same money and distribute, I think there will be no poverty in India. As simple as that. But for the 10 rupees milk or 10 rupees oil, so much of chaos. And people start thinking also about it. ये तो waste है, ये है, वो है. Why do they think that it is waste? Because they don't know the importance of it. मम्मी ने कहा है, पापा ने कहा है तो करेंगे. We don't know the science behind. We don't know why we're doing it. So rituals, Sanatan rituals are targeted again and again. And very unfortunate. I see today people who call themselves as modern. Stupid actually, nothing else. They say all this is waste, out of fashion. What is nonsense? भगवान तो मन में है, बस मन में रखिए. भगवान तो हर जगह पर है. Now, are you able to see Lord in every place? If you really are of that caliber, you will not work in IT office. You have so much faith, no? Lord will take care. Why will you work? Yes or no? If you have so much of faith that Lord is everywhere, Lord will take like Prahlad had that faith. He had all faith that Lord is everywhere and Lord will take care. And Lord was taking care of him because he was completely dependent on the Lord. But this is just dialogue. It's called काम चोरी. मुझे सेवा नहीं करनी भगवान की. So I'll have some dialogues to say. And also another thing you see, same media is not talking much about conversions, not talking much about other religion, etc. They know very well if they talk little also they'll be murdered. There's one politician who spoke, a lady, and you see how the entire world was behind her. My God, so many murders happened in that time. So in this way, one thing that media is doing is somehow targeting Sanatana Dharma. Somehow targeting Sanatana Dharma. Yes? And this is what they have done now. They have killed our faith in Vedic scriptures. This is what they have done. Now to such an extent that we need to have a Gita course, and for that we register. During Janmashtami, we might have all registered. People came around 15,000 people came to this venue. We had a huge setup to register people for Gita course. And you know what? When our volunteers would approach people, they would say, no, I'm not interested. Come on, man, you don't have option of me having interest or not. You're a Sanatani, you should know what is Gita. Who gave you option of having interest and not having interest? Just imagine, if foolish, stupid parents, they don't know Gita, what will the message be passed on down to their kids? The kids will say that I don't believe in all this. And parents, I also don't. It's okay, no problem. Nowadays, you know what is happening? Parents feel paying 3 lakh fees and sending it to an atheistic school, that is enough. They have done their job. If that is the case, then why we are needed? Then why I have to personally go and counsel youth boys? What's the need? Why are the youth boys and girls committing suicide after having such nice education in IITs, etc.? Arey Baba, khokhlapan hai. There's so much of hollowness because there's no spiritual practice. And where is it all coming from? Because this has happened. This has happened. You see? Therefore, as of now, the main thing is somehow or the other we have to revive this lost treasure. But one thing which I always feel good in the Gita course classes, even when Mughals tried their best to kill our faith, Britishers tried their best to kill our faith, media is trying every moment to kill our faith, but still, in my class, we have 150 people sitting to hear about Bhagavad Gita. A loud applause for yourself. Matlab, it is there in the blood, no. It is there in the blood. You cannot destroy it completely. But now the thing that we have to do is retrieve the lost treasure, or we should be ready to get destroyed. If not us, for sure, the next generation will get destroyed. At least as a monk who is living a life for others in the society, we are always tensed. What will happen to the next generation? I don't know about you all as parents, how much tension you have about your kids, but we are very tense. They might become okay, engineers, doctors, they might earn lakhs of package, but I can give you in writing, they'll not be good human beings. Because the normal value system that is there, that is only not given. No, who is giving the normal value system? At home, parents are not able to give because they don't have knowledge. And I was very shocked. Huh? In the school, teachers are atheistic. School, so many teachers are atheistic, and they are speaking about there's no use of worshipping God. What is going to happen? Therefore, the only request that I have today to all of you sitting here, somehow by Lord's mercy, you all have come to this place. Which session number this is? Session number 8. Somehow, week after week, you have been coming, and you somehow have faith on Gita. The responsibility that we have is somehow imbibe this knowledge in a very scientific, logical way and spread it as fast as possible to as many people as possible. Especially these logical kids who are there, no, who has for everything they have a question why. Have you experiencing? Why? You should have an answer for it. That too logical, scientific answer. Since I deal a lot with the youth boys and girls, girls I don't deal much because I'm a monk, but youth boys, yes. For every line they'll have a question why. And if you don't give them a satisfying answer, they'll not take it, they'll not take up the spirituality. But if you're able to satisfy them properly with logical answer, they will be very strong in spiritual practice. Therefore, this is the very, very important service that we have got. This entire November till January mid, November mid to January mid, especially all over the world, ISKCON takes up a vrata. And the vrata is distributing Bhagavad Gita to as many people as possible. Last year, from ISKCON Whitefield, we distributed 20,000 Bhagavad Gitas. And all over the world, we have distributed lakhs. And the current count till now, if I'm not wrong, it's around 70 crore Bhagavad Gitas all around the world, including Arabic language, which has come up recently. You see? Therefore, I request all of you, please participate in this vrata because you are also part of ISKCON now. Everyone sitting here should take an oath that in this 2 months approx, which we have, I'll try my best at least to distribute 10 Gitas. Best is you convince people to buy Gita because when people pay, they value it. Best. But say you're not able to convince someone for that, then at least you give them as a gift. Maybe a secret Santa, etc. No? All that. देखिए secret Santa है और कुछ नहीं है सनातन वाला. So all that is so through that also we can give. Yes. New Year gifts, marriages. During that, this can be recently. What's the date today? 11th, 17th. My student is getting married. So he is distributing Gita to all the ones who are coming to his marriage. Recently he took so many Bhagavad Gitas. So somehow or the other, requesting all of you, somehow plan and give. This was during when I was doing my first year engineering. I gave a book to one of my friends. It was his birthday. As a gift, I gave it to him. He didn't read. That book was kept always in his shelf. His younger brother, he got that book, he started reading, and now he's a 16 rounder. He chants 16 rounds every day. The one whom I gifted, he's still like that only, the way he was. But his brother has become a nice devotee. He reads Gita every day now. You see the difference. So these, I always say that these books are like time bombs. In whose life, when it will burst, we don't know. The only thing is we have to plant time bombs here and there. They will do the ritual. There have been times when book distributors on the street, you'll see all our volunteers, this 2 months, they'll be out on the street every evening. They'll put a message in the groups, if you all want to join, please come. It's a different adventurous experience. Where you're earning in lakhs, yes. And when you go on the street, it happened with me when I was earning. You go on the street and then you're distributing, you're convincing people to buy. And they come and ask you, कितना margin मिलता है आपको? You know my packet, you know my packet. It makes you humble, you know. कितना commission मिलता है, कम करो. You'll find all sorts of people. Huh? And through that, we can actually make out how our entire society is becoming atheistic and nonsensical. At least I have found so many. Marathali Bridge, I was distributing Gita. And there were 3 people, and 2 of them were Hindus, one was Muslim. And I was speaking to them about the glories of Gita. ये जो हिंदू वाले थे वो देख भी नहीं रहे थे मेरी तरफ. And Muslim person is telling these two, अरे तुम्हारे ग्रंथ क्या हो रहे बोल रहे देखो कुछ. My God, I was like awestruck. Many times it has happened where a Muslim is telling the Hindu that you shameless fellow, your book has come, your life manual has come to you and you're not taking. And this Hindu, he feels insulted and he takes. Multiple times this case has happened, in the crowd where we go. And there have been times where our devotees are very intelligent. They distribute books even in the hotels, lodge. Because in the lodge they keep Bible in every room. So our devotees have thought, Bible रख सकते तो गीता क्यों नहीं रख सकते? तो गीता भी रखो. And I've convinced in many lodges, many 5-star hotels to keep Gita. In one place it so happened that one person he decided he'll commit suicide in the hotel. So he was putting that rope and all that he was doing. And that drawer was open and Gita was there in that. He thought anyways मरना ही है तो गीता पढ़ के मरते. He opened, he started reading. His self-confidence boosted to such an extent that he decided, I'll start a new life. You see, you never know the Gita which we are giving, where it will go and whom it will save. Therefore, I request all of you, take about 2 months you have. In these 2 months, we are going to do this vrata, because Krishna spoke Gita, in the both of these 2 months, one of the days. This time it is coming on, I think December sometime it is coming. We will announce that Ekadashi, one particular Ekadashi Krishna spoke. So take a vow of distributing some Gitas. 30 books you can take as a vow, 20 books, 10 books, 5 books, up to you. But take a vow. You all want to take a vow now? Yes? How many of you would like to distribute 30 Gitas in these 2 months? You have 60 days. Oh, we have 1, 2. Okay, thank you. 30. Very nice. A loud applause to them. 25. How many of you like to distribute 25? Besharam log. 20. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3. Only 3, yeah? बाकी लोग पैसे नहीं हैं. Okay, 3. 15. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 people. 15 के आगे नीचे नंबर भी होता है. चलो फिर भी बोलता हूँ 10. Okay, we have good, good, some 10-15 people. Jai. 5. अभी तो शर्म करो और हाथ उठाओ. Jai. Thank you. I'm very happy. So I request all of you do this needful. Try your best to help people to do this. Retrieve the lost treasure. आपका काम है गीता देना, भगवान का काम है इंस्पायर करना. Our job is done. When we give Gita, our job is done. And after this series, this particular center has planned, all those who are taking Gita from us, for them, we'll be hosting a free Gita course here. So if you feel you have benefited, then bring those people whom you have distributed Gita. You can get them here saying, since you have taken Gita, this Gita course is free for you guys now. So new series starts in January, we'll announce when it is. So these are the three things which I would like to ask everyone to do every day. Everyday mantra meditation. I hope already all of you might be doing it. Regular study of Gita. How many of you watch me every day? We have few of you. Only for you all I have made that app. If possible, you all can. And yes, don't miss the Saturday and Saturday programs, but don't miss the Sunday evening Gita course. Yes. Okay, any questions? Anyone has regarding whatever discussed? Mike.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. I know we have a lot going for us. We have a lot of strength. What did we lack that we lost? Whatever we had, what was we lacking? Was it the spiritual leadership, political leadership? What was it? Because we had everything, but today when we look back, as a civilization, as a community, we lost the most. What did we lack?
Actually, with time, Shastras say that the purity went down. Purity of personality started going down. So in a community, the teachers are the ones who are supposed to play a very important role. And in the Vedic society, Brahmanas were the ones who were supposed to play the important role because they were the teachers. But somehow they became corrupt. Most of them. They became corrupt. And they started making various different rules like you cannot take water from this well, this river for the people who are lower caste or whatever. And they were having knowledge from scriptures, but they started hiding it. They didn't disseminate down. And they started misinterpreting also. So when these impurities creeped in, anyway it's Kali, so it degraded. When this started happening at the top, naturally everything collapsed. And that was the time when Britishers also entered. And these so-called educated scholars in Shastra, they sided with Britishers and all this what we see now. That is taken place. Today you see Sanskrit scholars, we have more Sanskrit scholars in West as compared to India. Germany, yes, Germany specifically. More that side. Even today I feel very bad why I didn't have Sanskrit in my school days. I feel very bad. Very bad. We had other languages. Now though we have what French and something, no? Huh? Spanish, yeah. And kids are very fascinated.
Sanskrit is there till class 10. That's another thing that as a parent to miss out. The option is there, CBSC, SCSC. You can take Sanskrit as a language at least till class 8
Correct.
and 9th, 10th. I took that. But what happens, we are very fascinated by foreign language.
Correct, correct.
That's the problem.
See, even since parents also don't have much knowledge and they feel, क्या करेगा संस्कृत पढ़ के? Correct, no? And they want all the kids to go to foreign. If you learn French, Spanish, no, it will be good. So parents also say, chalo, take that. Now you all have option, all small kids playing here. When they go to school, you can maybe help them to study Sanskrit. Question?
Prabhuji, we last went through different ways. First it came through SWOT, they showed us SWOT. They thought us not going to that. Later through jobs, they said we are giving you jobs. And nowadays it's through food. In local places they are giving food, shelter, they're saying, say Lord, praise the Lord. What is God's role here? Our Krishna or our Rama?
It's very clear, bro. Our Lord will never force. Because see, if Lord forces us to do something, it means where is our free will? Where is love? So Shastras are very clear. Our Lord will not force. He waits. So say Lord is facing like this, and we are facing like this. Lord is waiting. When will turn back to Him? And this Gita course is nothing but making people turn towards the Lord. This is what we are trying to do in Gita course. You see. So now, when people talk about these things that they're converting by giving money, this, okay, that is, let them do whatever they want to do. But why is it that we are not strong? I can tell this proudly, by the way. 2 years back in Sarjapur, when I was taking Gita course, First session, at the end of first session, one lady came to me and she said, most of my friends are going to, they're switching to Buddhism. So I'm also planning to go with them. But my husband is saying, why don't you try out Gita first? I told her the same. I said, I'm going to give all the sessions here. Just attend few sessions, after that you decide. Now the same lady, she is chanting 10 plus rounds every day. And she is one of the mentors also. You see? So the thing is somehow we have to help people to explore and they should know what treasure we have. If every single person, see we have some 150 people sitting here. If 150 people become strong in Sanatana Dharma in the philosophy, they cannot be shaken. Then these 150 will preach to another 150. They will preach to another 150. Just think about the growth that will be there. I'm not talking about, we are not just to convert people. If it happens, okay, that's bonus. But we are interested to make our people strong so that they don't get deviated to other nonsensical things.
Probably the question is, see, it's a trendy question nowadays. All the youngsters having this. Where was your God when they are restricting your temple? Someone has restricted. It's one of the two things.
Okay, we need to have a clear understanding about the role of the deity in the temple. Okay, so Lord takes different incarnations. He comes as in his original form as Krishna, or his incarnation as Ram, Narsimha. When they come, they have a different role to play. They kill the demons. They protect the devotees. Then there are other incarnations, like the holy name, Nam Avatar, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That is to kill the demon within. Then they come as Grantha Avatar, Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. That is to deliver our ignorance. And similarly, the Lord comes as Archa Avatar. Archa Avatar in the Archa Vigraha form or the Murti form. Yes. So now, in the Murti form, when we invoke the Lord through the Pancharatrika Vidhi, that is called as the technical term, I'll not get into technicalities. It is called as invoking the Lordships. So when that is done, so at that time, Lord is personally present as deity. Now for what? He is present there to accept our service, not for anything else. Only for one reason, to accept our service. The same infinite personality has come in a finite form so that we can worship Him. We can bathe Him, we can dress Him, do seva. Now, that Archa Vigraha is almost like a child. Now, very important, for a child, what all we do, same thing we do Archa Vigraha. If you don't feed Archa Vigraha, it will remain hungry. That's how the entire works. So now the destruction is happening of the temples. Whose responsibility it is to save the temple and save the Archa Vigraha? The servants. Yes, all of us. So it is our responsibility because we invoke the Lord. No? And we said we want to serve you to come in this form. So serving the Lord is also protecting the Archa Vigraha. Yes. Obviously, there are cases where Lord has manifested Himself and has protected the entire temple. But in almost 99% of the case, He is following the JD of His own. Yes, of Archa Vigraha. I have come here to take your service. Your service is to protect me. I will remain here. I will stand. Now you see what you want to do. So this is the mood. So this is the mood of Archa Vigraha. Now many people don't understand this. They say that no, Lord should protect Himself and this and that. No, that's my job. As servant of the Lord, that's my job. But the same personality, when He comes in His scheduled incarnation, He kills all these personalities. You see? So there's a difference and there's a different description about each incarnation of the Lord. And they follow their description. Right? That's the answer. Ladies, Matajis, you have any questions? Okay, behind me. Raise your hand. Hare Krishna. Many times it has happened. Yeah.
I don't think something from history
Yeah, a lot of things taking place. No, a lot of things are taking place. So I am also there in the loop of that. So a lot of things in the background are taking place, but the demons are too strong. So we are trying our best in various legal ways possible. Yeah, no, various things in the background are taking place. What is it? Yeah, hold it near, no? Yeah. If you see the strong preaching that is happening in Sanatana Dharma, ISKCON is only doing. Ekdam violent preaching is going on around. Yes. These free courses and this and that. Last year, if I'm not wrong, we distributed around 5,000 or 6,000 free Bhagavad Gita in government schools. Free. We collected some donations from people, and then we bought Gitas and we distributed for free. We're trying our best, to help people as much as possible in such violent cases. So legal actions are taken, but then we'll see how far it goes. Yeah. Okay, any last question I would like to take? Here is one question. I'll take after the class. Ah.
It is a silly question, but you can correct me in a fashion of devotion. We know that we have Kalki Avatar, for Kalki Avatar to arrive, we have lot enough of life. But the gruesome crimes that are happening right now are not valuable. Even if we read or listen, it is painful to us. Imagine somebody who has to go through it. Shouldn't God be doing something about it? Either give us the energy to fight, or let not those things happen. As small girls, adults, or even if we see our moms, right, they are being ill-treated.
See, Lord has already given us a life manual. अपना problem ये है ना कि we want to use this machine in our own way. That's the problem. Just imagine you have a fridge or a washing machine, whichever button you like, you're going on pressing it, and it will get spoiled. Simple. But if you understand how to use it through the manual, it will sustain for long. Entire community will sustain. See, the only thing that is lacking, Prabhupada would say, the only thing that is lacking as of now in the society is the knowledge from the life manual. If that is there, everything will sort out. Everything will sort out. Why is it that the men, the ones who are getting into non-physical activity, why they are what do you call it as? Not sense-controlled. Why? Why they are so nonsensical? Because they are not trained properly. Same with females also. They are also misbehaving in various ways, in their own ways. Why? Because they are not trained properly. And where is the training? The training is there in the life manual. People are not reading the life manual. See, when we had a course like this, how much was charged as a registration fees per family? 100 rupees, 300 rupees. I mean, 300 rupees के लिए लोग रो रहे थे. We particularly charge so that we have only serious people coming. बोले 300, 300. When we distribute Bhagavad Gita on the street, they say, Krishna ने तो फ्री में दिया था कुरुक्षेत्र में, हम लोग चार्ज क्यों कर रहे हैं? Or devotees are also very intelligent. They say Bhagavad Gita free hai, we are just charging the transport fees of Kurukshetra to Bangalore. See, this is the nonsense that is taking place now. So this is the thing that we have to change. And only we educated people can do the needful. Because uneducated ones, they are getting influenced by the so-called atheistic educated ones. So we, theistic educated ones, have to do the needful. That's what I would say. Then all these things will reduce. Just imagine, everyone is doing mantra meditation in the morning. Tell me why someone will go and rape a lady? Why? No one sitting here can think of that. No one sitting here can think of going and stealing something or murdering something. No one, because now everyone is trained here, the basic knowledge of Gita. They know body soul, they know things about subtle body, how they do things. Understand the point? So we cannot go and physically change people, but we have to deprogram and reprogram. And deprogram cannot happen separately. When you just reprogram them, deprogramming happens automatically. Reprogramming is giving the knowledge of it. Yes. Therefore, you see every session that we are giving in this place is all scientific and logical. We are not speaking anything on sentimental platform. Nothing. Everything is logical, which you can analyze and implement. Makes sense, mother? Okay, so we'll do mantra meditation now. And after that, How many bhogas are offered today? How many you got registered? Oh, all of them. So many. Okay. What was the number? 128, huh? 128. 128 bhogas are getting offered inside. So the bhogas are getting offered to the Lord, all made with love and devotion by all of you. Let's chant with devotion. Let's pray that, oh Lord, please accept our offering. Is everyone's eyes closed? The beads in the hand. And these kids in between were there. Just make sure that parents keep them quiet. During meditation, no hours. Eyes closed, everyone. So we discuss elaborately today about the treasure that we had and how we have lost it. And the greatest treasure is faith. Faith in scriptures. That is hampered. To an extent that people ask if God really exists. And this faith is easily revived when we chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. With all that dirt that is accumulated by this brainwashing that has taken place, all that dirt is easily removed by the mantra meditation. Therefore, the activity that we are going to do now is a very, very important activity. So please be conscious that it is the most important activity to retrieve our lost or injured faith. And please be conscious that you're sitting in a temple with more than 150 spiritually inclined people. And this opportunity you get only once in a week, which is very rare, very rare. So tell your mind, for next 10 minutes, don't disturb me. Try your best to focus on the mantra. Be conscious of the sacred beads in your hand. And try your best. One mantra, if you are able to focus, chant nicely and hear nicely, you are successful. The entire mantra meditation is successful. So let's begin. Please repeat after me the invocation prayer. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Prabhu Nityananda.
Prabhu Nityananda.
Shri Advaita Gadadhar.
Shri Advaita Gadadhar.
Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta.
Everyone for next 10 minutes, only you and mantra. Nothing else in between. Try your best to be in this room with your beads, chanting the mantra. Let's begin. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram